Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. I have a little check-in for Sagittarius. Oop, I'm trying to light a candle and it's not working out. Let's try this again. There we go. So I'm just lighting a candle to set our intention for some clarity and insights for this period of Sagittarius that's coming through. So I'm going to be pulling cards from the Froud's Faeries deck. This is a deck that I have deeply connected with, and I don't always read for people with this deck, but it felt necessary tonight. Our first card out is Death. Very appropriate coming out of Scorpio season into Sagittarius. So we hold in the palm of our hand a truth that we cannot see with our two eyes. There's an intuitive truth. And there is a veil that... The veil doesn't just conceal esoteric truths. It conceals us. So there's some sort of spiritual truth that we've been hiding behind, or some sort of spiritual practice. A congratulations, or congratulating ourselves on a certain amount of growth but there's something coming through in the season of Sagittarius that shows us that, as always, there's more layers, there's more to do, there's more to learn. There's something that we have not been able to see, but we can feel it potentially. We can know it, we can intuit it, but we cannot fully see it with our two eyes. So let's take a look at what this could be. Okay, so it has a very interesting, playful energy. This could have something to do with children, so it could be a truth about parenthood or a truth about childhood. But really what I'm getting here is a playful energy coming through in Sagittarius, which is appropriate. Sagittarius is a very wandering, playful energy. And so we see that here coming through. And what message does this little guy have for you? It's Mickle a Muckle is his name. You won't be glad the way I came, is what he says. So this is finding humor in potentially unhumorous circumstances, or being able to find the light-hearted sort of approach to something quite heavy. And what else can we know about the Sagittarius season? Ooh. Yes. The Master Maker. Master Maker has been coming through quite a bit. This is about honing skills, that you're never quite complete. You're never there. There's always more to learn. So mastering your craft, or picking up a craft that maybe you had let go of. But really here, if you're a musician, it's picking up that instrument and playing it and reminding yourself of the skills and abilities that you have. If you are, whatever your craft is, maybe taking classes or beginning to find new teachers or ways of expanding your practice. There's also a sense of expansion here. And also, again, there's this energy of cutting through bullshit. So I'm really getting that someone was procrastinating, or that maybe you've been procrastinating on something and you'll know what it is, and you may respond in a, ugh, I don't want to do that kind of thing. I'm not ready for that. This is really what that's pertaining to. It's time to pick up the pen and write. It's time to come out of hiding from yourself. You may be saying, oh, I have this, this, and this to do. And that may be true, but it should not stop you from starting or from learning. I think we're going to get 2 more cards. Oh, 3 more. All right, so here's our big energies. So these are the 3 cards that came out. I'm going to start over here with the Singer of Transfiguration. So there's some aspect of yourself that has transformed that you have not yet caught up. You have not yet caught up to that transformation in Sagittarius season. There's an emphasis here on grounding yourself and staying rooted. So it may be that you find yourself floating or chaotic quite a bit. Ground yourself in a physical practice. But there is this feeling of, throughout Sagittarius season, you starting to understand the transformation that you've undergone. It feels really significant. Actually, this is an 11 and this is 22. So definitely a month of foundations. And you've got the fiery energy of Sagittarius behind you to do this, but it's a very, like, this is deep. This is not, this is not shallow work. Sorry, something's coming in. Okay, so Sagittarius is about reaching out, expanding outward. So as deeply as you went inward in Scorpio is how far outward you will go in Sagittarius, which is not to say that you'll necessarily seek that in relationships with other people, but this is about map making. This is about exploring the external world. What is for you out there in the world? That's what Sagittarius is asking you. And then in between the Singer of Transfiguration and the Singer of Initiation is Leste? Moon's daughter. So she sends you messages through your dreams and through your subconscious. Your subconscious is deep at work here, helping you to explore that external world. So pay attention to thoughts, feelings, memories that come up as you walk about and move about in the world, because they will be signals and signs for you about your progress. Sorry about that. So there's an aspect of Sagittarius that stays sort of aloof and unattached, and you're being called to feel that way on a larger level. So not just in personal relationships, but feeling unattached to outcomes as you explore this world outside, and really paying attention to your subconscious. So it's almost like you're not doing things, you're not journeying for a destination, you're journeying for the experience entirely, and for what you can see and do in that experience. This is a great time to start practicing lucid dreaming if you don't already, or starting journey work, and exploring. When I say journey work though, so this is interesting. It's more like middle world journeying. So it's exploring the world around you. So this is going out in nature, or perhaps seeing the sacred in the external world. So, what is sacred about the algorithm? Paying attention to when the exact right video pops up in your inbox, or, the right song comes on the radio, that kind of thing. There's going to be signs and symbols all around you that will also be reflected in your dreams. So your dreams may lead you to these things, or vice versa. And finally, the Singer of Initiation. So this is entirely a new, wow, there's so much energy coming from this card. This is entirely a new beginning. Like, you are who you are now because of who you have been, but you're no longer dragging who you have been through. So by the time we come to Capricorn, moving out of Sagittarius, you will have undergone these initiations, and will be coming into Capricorn anew, and with a fresh perspective, and with these skills, with the signs and the symbols, and with this playful energy having transformed the way that you approach life in general. This is big, big energy. So that's what I have for you for Sagittarius season. Just a quick little reading. Definitely some really promising things ahead for us. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you soon.